Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to be back and filming again. I know it's been a minute, but that means times are busy and times are good. So I wanted to jump on here and give you guys a quick, hopefully quick video, tell you a little bit more about what it is to be a buyer in this market, and more specifically, what it's like to be a buyer in this market with Brandon Swain, the running realtor, as your realtor. So let's jump on in. If you are enjoying these videos, please hit the subscribe and the like button. Drop me a comment. I would love to have some feedback on what you think about some of the subject material that we've got here for you today. So what is it like to be a buyer in today's market working with Brandon Swain, the running realtor? Okay, let's get going. Here we go. So first off, I want to tell you guys, just walk through a little bit about, tell you about the process of being a buyer. So as a buyer, you decide, hey, it's time to make that move, whether it's, for a relocation, maybe you're just trying to find the next best deal for yourself and your family. We're going to get that pre-approval. So I've worked with a number of different lenders, and we're gonna work to find you the pre-approval that's the best for you. Whether you're using a conventional loan, FHA financing, a VA loan. You can also go check out my video on VA loans if you're a veteran. Thank you for your service. But there's a number of different options for lending. So let's get the right product in place for you. So we're gonna have that discussion up front, and we're gonna get that put in place. We're gonna know specifically what your budget is. That's gonna help us to find the right thing for you, and to know a little bit more about the areas that we can be looking in, areas to stay away from, because we have a price point that's gonna help us to make those decisions. As soon as we get that squared away, we're gonna start home shopping. So this is the fun part. We're gonna get online. That's where most of our searches start, is online. So we're gonna get out the computer, we're gonna get out the phone, we're gonna start searching through the MLS. I'm gonna set you up on some searches, send you a bunch of emails, not a bunch of spam, but just a bunch of emails about that are gonna show you things that are in your price point, things that are, in the area that you want to be geographically, and we're going to start narrowing those things down. We're going to go and see a few of these houses in person, maybe even do a couple of virtual showings, and just get a better idea of what it is that you are looking for. Hopefully somewhere in there, we're going to actually find a property that you want to make an offer on, right? So once we find that property, we're going to make the offer. We're going to have the pre-approval letter in place. That's going to be part of the offer. So the listing agent and the sellers know, hey, we've got a serious buyer here, because not only are they giving us an offer on paper, they're giving us all of the necessary documentation that goes along with that. They're also giving us that pre-approval. We know that these people are serious, and they're going to take you serious. So we go about that process of making that offer. Hopefully, if we've done our homework correctly and we've done everything to make the offer the most competitive offer that we can, we get an acceptance, okay? Once we've got that offer accepted, then we're gonna move into kind of the first phase of being under contract. When you're under contract, you've got a few things that you need to do up front. So you've got 3 days to get your earnest money. That's it's a fancy word for deposit. We're gonna get your earnest money and your option fee paid within 3 days of going under contract. What that's gonna do for us is, typically we're gonna put down 1% of the cost of the property as earnest money. It's kind of a good faith earnest money that goes down as a deposit. That money is going to be held by the title company in escrow. It's just kind of having a little bit of skin in the game, okay? Next we're going to do is we're going to put down what's called an option fee. So we've got the ability to make some strategic moves here with the option fee. So you are buying a certain amount of time with your option fee. So let's say in this market, a good option fee is $400, $500, $600, sometimes even down to $200. I've seen option fees up to $1,000. So you have to decide what's right for you, and I'll help you work through that. But we're going to put down our option fee, and we're going to buy a certain number of days. And these are all the number of days that we are offering to the sellers. So we're trying to make our offer as good as possible, but we also want to give ourselves enough time to inspect the house, have a secondary inspection if we need to. Sometimes, maybe the roof may need to be inspected, or an electrical system may need to be inspected. So we may have to have a second inspector come out and take a look. So I'm going to help you get all that scheduled. I'm going to help you with inspectors, help you with inspections. I'm going to attend the inspection every time that I can. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put down those two monies. We're gonna get the inspection done, and then we're gonna sit back and we're gonna look at the inspection. We're gonna look at everything that's in that report, and we're gonna make a decision. Hey, do we want to stay in this contract, or do we want to leave them the option money and move on down the road to what could potentially be the next property to make an offer on? So after we get through that period, we're gonna hopefully negotiate some repairs if we stay in that contract, right? So let's do a little bit of repair negotiation. One of my favorite things to do is to negotiate for money instead of repairs. Let you do your repairs yourself. That's always fun from a realtor standpoint, to negotiate for money. But after we get those repairs negotiated, we're going to move kind of into, we'll be out of the option period at that point. We're going to move into the underwriting phase with your lender. So lenders are going to go through a little bit deeper dive into your finances. What you did at the very beginning was called pre-approval. So they looked at your W-2, they looked at your income for the last year and probably the year before that. But now in the underwriting phase, after we're a little bit further into this process here, underwriting is a process that your mortgage lender is going to go through to get a little bit better idea of how sound you are financially. So they're going to look at your credit card statements. They're going to look a little bit deeper into your credit. They're gonna see what everything that makes up that credit score that you've got. They're going to do a deeper dive into that into that underwriting process. So after we get through underwriting, the title company, which is the escrow holder, they're the ones that are going to do all the documentation for us. The title company is going to run their title search, and they're going to produce what's called a title policy. Now, what is a title policy? This is kind of a fun fact, one of the things that I like to share with people because I think it's kind of interesting. We all know what an insurance policy is, right? It's insurance on a potential future act or something that we want to insure that could happen in the future, right? So car insurance or home insurance, we are insuring whether it's a wreck or a storm, hail damage, etc., that sort of thing. That's typical insurance. Now, title insurance is the one type of insurance that is going to insure something that has happened in the past. So what does that mean? So let's say a developer has developed a piece of property, and a number of years later, somebody comes out of the woodwork and stakes a claim. They say, no, that's my land. That's my property. You can't sell it and build a house on it. So the title policy is going to take care of any potential claims to your property that are from the past. And so that's kind of a little bit about what the title policy does for you. Title policy is very important, and yes, you do want a title policy. Okay, so we're getting closer now to closing, right? For getting to the documentation stage of all of this. The title company is going to produce what's called a closing disclosure. They're going to send that over. I'm going to help you review it. We're going to go through and make sure that all the numbers are correct. Get that CD balanced properly. And once we get that CD balanced properly, we are ready to go to closing. So we're gonna go down to the title company, or maybe we might even do it online, because we have the option to do that virtually now. But we're gonna go down to the title company regardless, and we're gonna do our closing there. We're gonna sign all of our documentation. That's where we'll have all the loan documents. We'll have all the title documents. We'll get all that stuff signed. We'll wire money, or we'll bring a check with us to get everything settled up. And at that point, we're going to get some keys, get some garage door openers, and we're gonna go check out that new property that you just purchased. So, what is it like to work with me as your realtor? Well, I would be very excited to work with you. I am a full-time realtor that works Tarrant County, Parker County. I even do a little bit of work down in Johnson County from time to time. I've gone out to Palo Pinto a time or two. But what you're going to get from me is you're going to get service. I'm a full-time realtor. This is what I do day in and day out. I'm going to attend your inspections. I'm gonna put in that time that it takes to make sure that you're happy. I'm gonna chase down all of the different things to make sure that they are done in a timely and orderly fashion, so that we can get you to closing on time and make sure that all of your loan documents are closing on time. Realtors do not do all of this by themselves. I have a team of folks that I work with through different title companies. I've got several different lenders that I work with. I've got different repair people that I work with. I've got roofers and contractors, different folks that I've used in the past and will use in the future. So I would love to put my network of my team together to work for you. And I really look forward to just having a quick discussion about what's right for you in the purchase of a home. If making this transition to a new property is the right thing for you, reach out to me. I've got 2 master's degrees. I have a master's degree in science, environmental science and biology, and then I also have an MBA. So I'm a pretty technical thinker. I like to think very logically and go through things in a process-oriented fashion. So I would love to put that to work for you. I work with investors and just residential buyers and sellers. So I'm Brandon Swain. I'm the running realtor. Let me go the distance for you.